This is a baseball channel, but I also love the NFL, and every year I do my preseason predictions. So I figure, let's go over them now, and we'll revisit them after the Super Bowl. I've had pretty good luck over the last 4 seasons. At least one of my teams have ended up in the Super Bowl. In 2018, I had the Rams over the Texans. The Rams lost to the Patriots that year. 2019, I had the Chiefs over the Saints. Of course, the Chiefs beat the Niners. 2020, I really nailed it, Bucks over Chiefs. And last year, I had the Bills over the Rams. That one was pretty close. I say I was maybe like 13 seconds away from that maybe happening. Speaking of the Rams, let's look at the NFC West. And I think they take a step back this year. Von Miller is gone. They may have a Super Bowl hangover. Plus, they got a target on their back. I think Arizona steps up and takes the division. The Niners will be decent with Trey Lance. I underrated this team last year, and I may be doing the same this year. As for Seattle, they're going to need a few more years. The NFC North will be dominated by the Packers. No Adams, no problem. Rodgers is still top tier, and this division isn't great. Vikings are average. Lions will be better, but have a long way to go. And the Bears are the Bears, still. The NFC South will be all about Brady's Bucks. They may not be a dominant team, but they don't have a lot of competition. We'll see how good Brady is this year, retiring, unretiring. We'll see if his head is fully in the game, and if he can hold off Father Time for one more year. The Saints with Jameis Winston, the Panthers with Baker Mayfield, the Falcons without Matt Ryan. I would be surprised if any of those teams finish over 500. Maybe the Panthers are better than 6 wins, but I doubt they'll get to 9. The NFC East will be shaken up a little. I think the Eagles are on the rise, and the Cowboys are going to take a step back. It'll be a close race, but those teams flip this year. The Eagles picking up A.J. Brown to go along with Devontae Smith should be interesting. Washington just got Carson Wentz. Maybe he can find a system that works for him, or maybe he's just not that good. I got them at 7 wins once again, and the Giants will improve by a win, but that's it. So, I got the Packers as the number 1 seed and with the bye. The Cardinals, Bucks, and Eagles as division winners, and the Rams, Vikings, and Cowboys as wildcards. Not a lot of movement from last year's playoff teams, just different seeding, and the Vikings are in over the Niners. If you see one of these other teams finding their way to the playoffs, let me know in the comments. Now, for the AFC West, and this division is insane. All 4 teams should be good, possibly very good. I think, until further notice, you gotta go with the Chiefs. No more Tyreek Hill, but they got Juju Smith-Schuster. Even in a stacked division, they'll find their way to the top. The Chargers got Khalil Mack. Herbert is only gonna get better. This is a good, exciting team. The Raiders got Devontae Adams and made some other good moves. This is another good team. And then you have the Broncos, and they just got Russell Wilson. They were a 7-win team without him, so I think he brings them to at least 500. The AFC North is going to be a 2-horse race. I got the Ravens in first, all the way up from last place last year, but they were only 2 games behind the Bengals. If Lamar Jackson gives them a full season, it can happen. The Bengals will also have 11 wins. They improved the offensive line, so Burrow won't get smashed as often, and this team should be in the mix for another Super Bowl run. The Steelers are a team trying to find their identity. Mitch Trubisky is in it, and we'll see how soon Kenny Pickett sees the field. The Browns should be a joke this year. Let's see what Deshaun Watson can bring in the second half of the season. The AFC South will have a new champion. I think the Colts' move to get Matt Ryan was great. It seems like, lately, the team that makes the splashy move at quarterback is the team that makes the Super Bowl run. We saw it with the Bucks in 2020, then the Rams in 2021. That team can be Indy this year. Tennessee was last year's number 1 seed, but they lost A.J. Brown and they'll finish a game back. Jacksonville has a long way to go, and Houston is still building back up. The AFC East has one of football's best. That used to mean Tom Brady and the Pats. Now it means Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. They just got Von Miller, that's a huge signing, and they're the current Super Bowl favorites. The Dolphins are a team on the rise, and getting Tyreek Hill is a huge weapon for that offense. The Pats were surprisingly good last year. They might continue to get better, but I have them dropping back to 8 and 9. The Jets are getting better, but they're still in last place. I got the Bills as the number 1 seed, with the Chiefs, Ravens, and Colts as division winners. Then you got the Chargers, Bengals, and Dolphins as wildcards. That means we have 4 new teams in the playoffs from last year, that being the Ravens, Chargers, Colts, and Dolphins. So that means we dropped the Raiders, Steelers, Titans, and Patriots. It seems like the AFC is way more wide open. I could see the Raiders, Broncos, Pats, Titans, all those teams make a run. Now for the playoffs. In the NFC wildcard, Arizona beats Minnesota, Tampa over Dallas, and the Eagles upset the Rams. In the AFC wildcard, the Chiefs say hello to old friend Tyreek Hill, and then send the Dolphins home. The Colts beat the Chargers, and the Ravens battle the Bengals one more time and win. The Packers then go on to beat the Eagles, and the Cardinals go to Tampa and upset the Bucks, pulling the same trick the Rams did last year. Baltimore goes back to Buffalo, just like they did 2 years ago, and this time they pull a big-time upset. This may be crazy, but I don't like picking the Super Bowl favorites, so sorry Bills fans. I still think you're great. Also with the upset, the Colts will knock off the Chiefs in Arrowhead. When it comes down to the Packers, Arizona, and the playoffs, that has not been a good combination for Aaron Rodgers. But I think this time he breaks through. I also think the Colts beat the Ravens at home to set up Super Bowl 57, the battle of the old vets. Aaron Rodgers versus Matt Ryan. Not their first matchup in the playoffs, but this time it's for the Lombardi Trophy. Aaron Rodgers, for the first time in 12 years, will take it home. Maybe he retires after this, who knows. But for the first time ever, I am picking the Packers to win the Super Bowl. Josh Allen will be your 2022 MVP. And as for Defensive Player of the Year, why not go with his new teammate, Von Miller? Offensive Rookie of the Year, let's go Chris Olave. We know Jameis Winston likes to fling it around. He will probably have a nice stat line. On defense, it's probably going to come down to the number 1 and number 2 overall picks. Trayvon Walker for the Jags and Aiden Hutchinson for the Lions. I'm going to go Hutchinson. I think the Lions will be a better team, and he may be able to rack up some good stats. For Coach of the Year, let's go John Harbaugh for lifting the Ravens from last to first. That's a wrap on this video. Let me know where you agree or disagree, and who you have winning Super Bowl 57. Before you go, don't forget to drop a like. And if you're new here and love baseball, yes, this is a baseball channel, please give me a sub, I'd appreciate it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.